Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Live Lunch Break. My name is Rick Coster, and we're streaming from theday.com. This always takes place, at least in the cooler months, at the Telegraph record shop in New London. And Rob is back there buying something right now. What are you buying over there, Rob? Local music. That's what we're all about. That's a good thing. Glad you're with us. We have a special guest today from Meriden, home of the Daffodil Festival. Before I properly introduce Frank Critelli, I want to apologize because it is incumbent on me as a host to be hygienically fit. So I brushed my teeth on the way over here before I did. I spilled a little toothpaste here on the Red Sox sweatshirt. So I tried to clean it off, but it just keeps coming back. It's like the toothpaste stain.
Was it a whitening toothpaste?
Well, if you look at my teeth, they're sort of like lime green. But I thought it was whitening, but anyway. So anyway, Frank will not be offended by my breath, but perhaps my attire. So
Doesn't bother me one bit.
we're so glad to have you here today. This is Frank Critelli. Thanks for being here, Frank.
Thanks for having me.
I can't feel the way she smiles at me, so amusedly, but it's okay, 'cause I can see that she's teasing me, squeezing me. It's a game, and I know how it's going to go. And it's on me to breathe, to weave, and to believe, and retreat from this cruel desire. Oh, cool the fire and just be, and simply know how it's going to go. Well, sometimes you might get what you expected when you least expect it, but you will find you wait with time. In your time, you'll be fine. Wake up to the fact that you've been making this up all along, and you'll decide the color of the sky above. Choose with love. La, 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 love, because you know what you say is so. There's a light that I think I see surrounding we. It's a dream, and it's right that my mind is frayed. Don't leave me on this way, destiny, because I know how it's going to go. Yes, I know, because it's what I chose.
Thanks, Mom. We were talking about Texas earlier, off camera, and this is a song I wrote on my way to Texas. And I played it at Cactus Music, and they made me an honorary Texan. So how's that? This is called 5,000 Miles.
She likes to ride shotgun with her toes up on the dash. One arm out the window, iPad on her lap. And I'll look at her and she'll look at me, and we'll both begin to smile. And it's been that way since yesterday, 700 miles. Now I prefer the driver's seat with both hands on the wheel, soaking in the scenery and getting to what's real. And she'll look at me and I'll look at her, and we'll both begin to smile. And it's been that way since yesterday and 1,300 miles. As we go driving, chasing the horizon, and what we're finding challenges our reason. Oh, we might be learning something, but it's oh so hard to tell. Still searching for God, each other and ourselves. So we pay the toll and we cross the border, then something seemed to change. Physically we may return, but spiritually we changed. So look at us, we're looking at you, and there's nothing to do but smile. And it's been that way since yesterday and 3,500 miles. As we go driving, chasing the horizon, and what we're finding challenges our reason. Oh, we might be learning something, but it's oh so hard to tell. Still searching for God, each other and ourselves. From the sunrise to the sunset, from the end back to the start, we circle toward a destination closer to the heart. Eyes up ahead, feet on the ground, each experience on file. And it's been that way since yesterday, 3,500 miles. We go driving, chasing the horizon, and what we're finding challenges our reason. Oh, we must be learning something, but so hard to tell. Still searching for God, each other and ourselves.
Thank you very much. This is another country song, I think, and I'm going to send this one out to Richard Neal. Richard Neal's a buddy of mine. He's going to be playing at the Podunk Bluegrass Festival with me. And Rich, I saw this record for you because we're here at the Telegraph. This is Tammy Wynette's greatest hits, and I will be purchasing this for you. All right, so thanks. This is a true story.
She don't mind the whiskey when I can't stand the pain, and she don't bother asking when she knows the answer's no again. She brings the bottle over, she pets my hair and says, well, I know I could do better, but I'll stay with you until I'm dead. And I'll look at her and I'll smile the way a drunk man do, and say the best thing that I ever done fall down dead in love with you. And she laughed, she called me cute, and she cried, wouldn't you? Well, I don't know how it happened, and I don't know where or when. I went there seeking comfort, and that bottle became my best friend. It started in the evening, and then it moved to afternoon. And the next thing that I noticed, it was there at breakfast too. And she laughed, she called me cute, and she cried, wouldn't you? You know, sometimes I wish she'd leave me. Sometimes I'm glad she stays. And most times it don't matter. Well, I know that she'll go her own way. But the time is coming soon when I'll be dead and gone. And I hope she finds another man to love her like I should have done. When she laughed and called me cute, when she cried, oh, she laughs, she calls me cute, and she cries, wouldn't you?
That's a sad song. How about that? This is a sad song too. Maybe all songs are sad. Even the happy songs are sad.
You say you can, you say you will, and I don't doubt you shoot to kill. But I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, but I don't think so, I don't think so, I don't think so. 'Cause only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. You're just a look, a fleeting thing, a fancy word with no meaning. And I know, and I know, and I know I must go, I must go, I must go. 'Cause only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Scratching the surface with a fingernail, flying home on a dove's tail. and only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. Only she knows what it's like to be me. Only she knows what it's like. What it's like.
Thank you very much. Hey, thanks for having me here at the Telegraph. This is one of the coolest record stores in Connecticut, and probably one of the coolest record stores in general. And there's some really good stuff here. And you should come down every now and then and check it out. Yeah. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to talk for a little while, and then I'm probably going to do some more after that. So thank you very much for having me. This is the title track off of the most recent record I put out, and that record is called Everything is Everything. And the song is called Constantly Changing.
Well, I don't know the reasons why, but you just came into my mind. Haven't thought about you in a long, long while. These recollected memories cause me to ponder so many things about you still make me smile. Remember when we laughed and sang and held each other in the rain, and Pinky swore forever we'd always be. Well, time has passed, things have changed since those days when we were friends, but today I held you once again in my memory. Was that me, or is this the real me? Every day before today feels like a dream. Everything is everything it seems. And now here we are, constantly changing. Sometimes life feels tragic. People come and go like magic. But I remember you. Do you remember me? We all know the past was once the present and a part of us, and water underneath the bridge has got to flow. It's nice to visit now and then, but we could never live there again. I hope all's well with you, my friend. It's time to go. 'Cause that was me, but now this is me. Every day before today feels like a dream. Everything is everything it seems, and will always be constantly changing.
Thank you, Frank Critelli.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome to Live Lunch Break. We are enjoying Merredin's finest.
I don't even know about that.
Well, I'm here to tell you. I'm Rick Coster from The Day. We're glad to be here, as always, in the Telegraph Record Shop, where we know, if nothing else, there will be a Tammy Wynette album bought today.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Frank?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I want to start off by talking a little bit about songcraft. And you said something whether it was a one-off joke or something really profound, and I was distracted from the rest of your set because I couldn't.
I get distracted easily myself.
Well, I would. The songs are great, but you said, "Is every song sad, even the happy ones?" And I've been thinking about that since you said it because I think there's a lot of truth in that. And what made you say that? And was it just a line or something you've actually thought about?
Well, it was just a line, but it's probably something I've also thought about. I'm pretty sure that. In fact, I've just read an article about this not too long ago about how sadness is more of an inspiration for creative, pursuits than happiness is.
And I would think the older we get, and the more we realize that we're not going to be around, there's that melancholy creeps into it.
Maybe that too, or maybe it's like an urgency that creeps into, like, let me get this done before my time is.
Well, I've got to probably think about
people out in the middle of the day.
No, there's a lot of beauty to melancholy and sadness, or there can be. And in that context, as I was watching you play, I love the way you might have some fairly standard folk or country progressions going on, and then out of nowhere you throw in this weird minor chord twist, as you did in the song that was, I think it's a drinking song.
They're all drinking songs, too. They're all sad.
My kind of guy. Absolutely. Do you know the one I'm talking about, though? You said you hope that she ends up with someone that.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a beautiful little minor key thing that you go to at the end of the verse, I guess it is. I didn't see it coming, but it's a pretty twist, a pop sort of twist. And in the last tune you did, the middle eight, the right-hand strumming pattern was straight out of. I never saw that coming, but it worked really well.
I think I stole that one from the Beatles, I'm pretty sure.
If you're going to steal, why not, huh?
Yeah, Bob Dylan talks about that, I think, in his last Rolling Stone interview or something, where he said, like, well, yeah, there's a rich tradition of plagiarism in America.
Hey, there's only so many chords, right?
Yeah, there's a finite number of chords and therefore a finite number of combinations.
Exactly. We're talking with Frank Critelli here at Live Lunch Break, and I'm having fun with this conversation. And I like to think about this. A singer-songwriter or any vocalist that writes songs, you have your range, your vocal range, and there's not much you can do about it. You can go falsetto or whatever. So within those parameters, you tend to work in a certain direction. But I'm not talking about that right now. I want to know, is there a chord or a key maybe that just resonates with you? Like I love F major 7. It's just a beautiful chord.
That is a nice chord, actually.
So is there something where you go, oh, here I am in F sharp minor again, or whatever?
Yeah, I couldn't even play an F sharp minor on the guitar. Probably for me, it's just G.
What? Yeah.
Or E. Like certain songs are just in G. You know that they're in G,
right.
And that's all there is to it.
Is this stuff you think about?
That I bought. So
that helps too. Is this stuff you think about, or am I over analyzing?
No, I think everybody thinks about it, just in sort of different ways, Like anybody who pursues something creatively, and I'm pretty sure that's every human, whether they're cooking or, we just came from the Hygienic Art Gallery, whether they're painting or writing a poem or writing a song. They try to communicate whatever their truth is at that particular moment.
Right. You write poetry, right? You write haiku.
Yeah. I'm a haiku enthusiast.
I think there is a rhythm to it, but there's a sort of, and I'm not any good at it. Like I took a college poetry course and I wrote what I thought was a good haiku, and they pointed out that it was like 5-4-5, and isn't it like 5-7-5?
Well, the way I understand it, here's your haiku lesson for today. The way I understand it is that there's a sound in a Japanese language that the closest we could come in translation was the syllable.
Okay.
So, like, if you read a haiku by Basho or something like that, it's not 5-7-5. But for Americans, and this came around with Jack Kerouac, who wrote, like, American haiku. I'm talking to you, Rich Martin. And, he just came up with it. As long as it's less than 17 syllables,
total.
Fewer than 17 syllables total, you're pretty good. And it can be 4 lines if you want. Like, there's no actual rules to it.
Okay.
But the best way I've heard about it is that, you remember the old light bulbs? I need a second hand.
Sure.
The old light bulbs. And I'm talking to you now.
Pete Wappy.
Had the thing that went in the middle, right? And that's where the electricity happened.
The filament.
The filament. That's the word. And that's like a haiku. So you have the 2 lines and the 1 line with the slash that sort of separates them. There's got to be that electric spark in between that first couplet and the last line. And that's the way it is between haiku writer and haiku reader, that I have an image in my mind, this one little moment in the span of infinite time, and I've put it on paper, and now it was a spark for me. I put the spark in the poem, and now there's got to be a spark between me and the reader.
So I think that's fascinating because
Light bulbs.
they're two very different art forms, music and haiku. What determines in any given day? Why would you write a haiku at a particular moment instead of going, I'm going to pick up the guitar and write a song?
Well, haiku moments don't really happen all that often, you know.
Okay.
And maybe like you're moving around so fast that you don't notice them when
Yeah.
they go by.
Yeah.
So you miss a lot of them, you know. If you're paying attention, I would probably write more haiku than songs. Songs take longer.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
I find this stuff fascinating, and
me too.
we hope that you do too out there in live lunch break land. So, again, talking with Frank Critelli on live lunch break, and I'm probably going on too long, although Pete hasn't given me any dirty looks yet, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. You don't want that guy looking at you.
No,
either.
no, you don't. And
No.
he's already come back from Massachusetts.
He's calm now, but I can tell he's animal.
We call him the Beast.
All right.
But anyway, so you are very prolific. You got a lot of albums out. Anything up coming on the horizon that we should know about?
No, not really. I've been getting my fingers in the booking game again and just sort of going to shows, you know. In my observation of my songwriting, and probably this is true for just about everybody's songwriting, it goes in
Sure.
waves, you know. So I'm on a break right now
Okay.
for creative loafing.
But you're working a lot creative. But you're playing out more.
Yeah. Well,
Do you find that generates the creative
I
spark?
think so. And going out more does that as well. You know, like seeing what other people are doing
Right.
and being inspired by the local music and art in your town or in a neighboring town. And I've been digging that lately.
Cool. Where are you playing next?
Where am I playing next? I'm playing on the 13th at 32 Main, and that is in East Haddam for their brunch show. It's at 10 a.m., which is kind of early.
So you're getting good at this early stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
And before we started, all of us here who have had musical experiences, that talking to you, Rich Martin, the early shows and how sometimes you need a little boost. And I'm not talking about meth. I'm talking about a little beer at 8 a.m. or something like that. Maybe a Bloody Mary if you got to get up early and play. At least when we were younger. Is that right? Is that fair?
I've had this conversation with other people. Beer is a breakfast food. You know?
Oats, barley, yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Some people get their cereal out of a box, and some people drink it right out of the bottle. And that's the way that goes. And it pairs well with eggs.
Yes, the 12 ounce.
There's no denying this.
The 12-ounce
so,
breakfast.
Yeah, beer is a breakfast.
All right, good enough. All right, Frank Critelli is our guest on Live Lunch Break. Thank you guys for being with us, and I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right. I'm trying to think. I wrote a song called Guinness for Dinner, but I probably won't remember that, so I won't go there. This is a blues song.
You say it ain't so, you can wish it away. Pray for a miracle, nothing will change. You can sit in the dark or cry on the phone. Delay if you want, but it's time to go. Pariah, Messiah, Cantina. But no one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you. You can do what you want, or you can do as they say. Sooner or later, you'll find it the same. You can break all the rules, or follow the laws, or wait for an outcome, or fight for a cause. It's all very simple, I'm telling you true. Whatever happens, it's all up to you. Are you too hot to handle? About to give up, I might care very deeply. Liar, conspire, retire. But no one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you now. No one's gonna save you. Well, I don't mean to scare you or fill you with dread or put crazy pictures all up in your head. But do what I tell you, heed what I said. You wake up in the morning and you find yourself dead. Fire, reach higher, expire. But no one's gonna see you now. 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 You've got to save yourself somehow. 'Cause no one's gonna see you now. No one's gonna see you now. No one's gonna see you.
I always get nervous because there's a line in there that I have to drop in public. This is another. That felt kind of good. The blues are kind of mean, and when they creep up on you. And this is another blues song. This is inspired by a line from a Tom Robbins novel. And I've told this story a bazillion times, and I know I'm repeating myself, but I like the story, and I want to remember it. So that's why I repeat myself a bunch. But Tom Robbins wrote that the French existentialist Albert Camus once said that the only question worth asking is whether to kill yourself or not. And Tom Robbins himself wrote that the only question worth asking is whether time has a beginning or an end. Camus certainly woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And Tom Robbins must have forgotten to set the alarm altogether, because there is, in fact, only one question worth asking. And that question is, how do you make love stay? If you can answer me that, I'll tell you whether to kill yourself or not. Answer me that, I will ease your mind about the beginnings and the endings of time. And answer me that, and I will reveal to you the truth about the moon. And this is called The Only Question Worth Asking.
Well, there's a monkey on my back, 20 camels in a pack, and I'm counting the dead soldiers at the bar. What's causing me dismay is the question that remains. Tell me, how do you make love stay? Tell me, how do you make love stay? Well, I'm wishing on a star, and I've traveled near and far. I've watched the sunset and the moon rise right behind. And I'm standing here today, ashamed to have to say I don't know how to make love stay. Oh, tell me, how do you make love stay? Well, some folks, they're just fighting for some justice. Others, they're just trying to find some peace. And I don't understand what all the fight and the fuss is. Find love and you'll find all three. And the love works just fine for me. You can keep your money bags and your rose pink Cadillac. You can keep your marijuana and cocaine. 'Cause riches seem to fade and getting high is just a game if you know how to make love stay. Oh, tell me, how do you make love stay? Well, some folks, all they seek is understanding. Others, they're just trying to get some truth. But love is the honey on the candy. Yeah, love can see you through. And love can save me too.
Thank you very much. I'm going to do two more songs. Thanks for having me at the Telegraph record store here in Golden Street in New London, Connecticut. Imagine that. This is a really cool joint, and I like coming here. And you're pretty cool, too, so thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Good deal. And thanks for being nice to me. You guys are all right. I might come here every day. This is like feeding a cat. You realize this, right? I may never go. I may rent an apartment upstairs. Who knows what'll happen? Who knows? But I was talking with Rob on the way down here when we were walking around some of the streets, and sea towns are really, really cool. And I had the opportunity to spend some time in Gloucester, Massachusetts, when I lived in Somerville. And I wrote this song. This is one of the first songs, the first real songs that I feel like I ever wrote, even though I wrote a bunch before this. This seemed like a song to me somehow. And it's about the town of Rockport, Massachusetts, and I wrote this on the commuter rail coming home from my first visit there. I haven't done this one in a long time, and it's called Home by the Sea.
Sometimes ordinary days get complicated, and you need somewhere to run. Ideas and actions are easily stated, but not so easily done. And when it's time to get away, time to run, time to flee. When it's time to clear your mind, I know where you'll be. Maybe I'll come visit you if you're home by the sea. Sometimes ordinary people don't understand, and you need to be alone. Well, you can always go where you know someone can, and you can always go home. When it's time to get away, time to run, time to flee. When it's time to clear your mind, I know where you'll be. Maybe I'll come visit you at your home by the sea. When every noise seems twice as loud and every braggart twice as proud, when you're bothered by the crowds, I'll know where to find you. When no one hears a word you say and lonely nights fall down today, when all you can think to do is pray, I'll know where to find you. I'll know where to find you. And when it's time to get away, time to run, time to flee. When it's time to clear your mind, I know where you'll be. Maybe I'll come visit you at your home by the sea. And it'll just be you and me.
Thanks very much. I appreciate you. This is my big sing-along song. But I don't want you to sing along. It's not that kind of thing. It's got to be organic, you know. You can't tell somebody to sing along. Pete Seegers thinks you can do that. And he gets away with it, I guess. But everybody else cannot do that. So like 30 years after I die, hopefully somebody will say, oh, that's a good sing-along song. Let's sing that one. Right after Michael Rhoda's Boat Ashore. And Kumbaya. This is called The Best We Can. Have a wonderful rest of the day and enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much.
When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down, we can warm our hands. When someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. Daddy always told me, now son, take a listen. Life isn't always easy when you get to be a man. There's things you ought to know, and sonny, I ain't kidding. You better learn them now or life will kick you in the can. When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down, we can warm our hands. If someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. Mama said, son, don't you grow up in a hurry. Living is a gift and it's best to take your time. There's no sense in wasting even one day in worry. A smile is the only way to keep yourself from crying. When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down, we can warm our hands. When someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. I wake up every morning and I get myself some coffee. Later in the afternoon I drink myself a beer. When evening rolls around then I'm sipping on a whiskey. Some people say that's bad, but it keeps me in good cheer. When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down we can warm our hands. When someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. Cloudy day, sunny day, it doesn't matter anyway. I gotta ramble on and experience the world. And when I come home, I will tell you all a story of how I cracked an oyster and I found myself a pearl. When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down, we can warm our hands. When someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. When the flood waters rise and we'll all go fishing. If the house burns down, we can warm our hands. When someone does us wrong, that's the time for forgiving. When the world gives us a licking, we'll just do the best we can. We'll do the best we can.
The quantifiably great Frank
Thanks very
Critelli.
much, buddy. Appreciate
Hey, that is a sing-along.
That's a sing-along.
Yeah, I'll sing that all day long and into the night. Thank you for being here.
Buddy, thank you for having me. I
We'll look
appreciate it.
forward to seeing you again soon. I'm Rick Coster for the day and live lunch break. Thanks to Rich Martin for having us here in the Telegraph record shop. Next week, it's kind of a trick. We will have pre-recorded live lunch break. It's a fake lunch break next week, but you can tune in and watch straight to VHS at noon, but they will not actually be here in this room. That's right, isn't it? That's correct, Peter. All right. You guys have a great weekend. Check out Frank Critelli anytime you get a chance, and he's about to go buy a Tammy Wynette album.